Good morning and welcome to Lanzarote, first of 3 Canary Islands that we're going to be visiting. This one's a fairly dry desert kind of volcanic island. As you can see, not a lot of greenery. That's okay. Today I'm just doing a shore excursion to Old Town and one of the beaches over there. It's a little cloudy at the moment, but hopefully it'll clear up and see if I can get sunburned or something. Good morning and welcome to Puerto Carmen here on Lanzarote Island, part of the Canary Islands. It's a beautiful little beach town, lots and lots of shopping, and of course there's always lots of beach. Lanzarote is a very volcanic island, and so not a lot of soil, not a lot of greenery other than cactus, but does have lots of beaches. It's a little cloudy at the moment, but they say it's supposed to clear off later on during the day. I'm just here for about 3 hours, going to wander around town, see what's to be seen, that kind of thing. So come along with me and I'll show you a few sights along the way. The town itself is nice. Got a beautiful little walkway and bikeway that goes right by the ocean. And then for a mile or two on the other side of the street, it's full of shops. Lots and lots of restaurants and stores, all sorts. A lot of touristy stuff, of course, to spend money on. But still, such an interesting and pretty place. Apparently this town's known for their luxury jewelry, perfumes, and things like that you can buy without having to pay taxes on. I'll just be window shopping, to say the least. Although they've got a lot of nice stuff in the windows. As you can see behind me, the chains all around the whole beach area are just covered in little locks. People put their names on them. You do wonder, though, how many of those folks are still together years later. But at the moment, I hope they're all still happy. This is Maspalomas sand dunes. It looks a little bit like the Sahara, but it's not really related. But it's pretty impressive all the same. And we made it to Port Morgan. Nice little port town. Very scenic. We'll go over to the beach over here in a little bit. But now, let's go down this little avenue, alley, whatever you want to call it. Some beautiful plants. Thank you very much. And it looks like this comes out over at the marina area. But plenty more streetways to go and explore. But let's take a look at the marina, see what's going on over here. More restaurants, more shops. Everything that you would expect. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but tons of fish. There's a ton of restaurants out here by the port. Beautiful area. It's all surrounded by mountains. Lots and lots of restaurants, shops, you name it. They probably got it. I know I've said that a lot on this trip, but it's kind of true. Doesn't really matter what you're looking for. It's out here. But really like the vibe of this place. Porto Mogon. And here's a little look at the harbor that's dedicated to swimming area. Looks pretty refreshing. Fortunately, I don't have time before it's time for us to head back to the ship. But hope you enjoyed this little peek at Port Mogon. Definitely would be a nice place to come back to for a week or two. And we've reached Tenerife, the largest island. You can see the mountains in the background. That's where I'm headed today, up to the top of the tallest mountain here, which is Mount Teide. It's an old volcano. Well, like all of this here at the Canary Islands, it's all volcanoes. But anyway, that gives you a quick look out the side of the ship. See another cruise ship. And we're up above the clouds. You can see some of the other islands off in the distance. And then over here, of course, Mount Teide. And as I pan around this way, up very far up, you can see the observatory where the big telescopes are. And here's a good view of all the different layers of ash as it's fell over the years from the volcano. Welcome to Mount Teide. This is the highest point in Spain behind me. And the tour will come up from the ship, and we've stopped off at a little restaurant, had a cup of hot chocolate, and are then going to load up and head on up a little further, I think. Pretty impressive peak, and I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but over on the left side of the peak, you can see there is a cable car that goes up there. Would be an interesting trip. There's a lot of folks here. This is right at the top of the road. If you want to go all the way to the top, I guess you have to take the cable car up. But it's a nice touristy spot, easy to get to. Amazing geologic, formations and all left by the last lava flows. The area is a little touristy, but it's not too bad. It's really an amazing view here. You can really see out there where the last lava flow went to. It's a really interesting place to visit. When the tour buses come up, it gets pretty full, but you know, you can find your little quiet spots here and there. The whole area, though, is surrounded. You're down in the caldera below the volcano above. We're at about 9,000 feet here, I think. The top of the volcano is a little over 12,000, between 12 and 13. Still pretty impressive, though. But like all of these things, it's over before you know it. Time to get back on the bus and head back down to the city and to the ship. They have a pretty nice gym here. Got a big hot tub in it. And free weights. Lots of machines to punish you. Plenty of walking and bicycling. All like that. And it's got one of the best views out of the front of the ship. So you can walk and pretend like you're powering the boat. About time to get inside because it looks like more rain ahead. Super blustery day this morning. Doubt if there'll be many people out by the pool. And in fact, not too far off, it's raining pretty hard.
Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine?
Halloween has arrived here on the cruise ship. So it's day 11 of the 13-night trip, and I'm just now finding places that I didn't know existed. This is the Connoisseur Club, and apparently nobody else knows it exists either because it's really empty and quiet, which is kind of nice. The little elves have been busy decorating down here as well. Ghosts and goblins, balloons, and way up high, there's even more. It's really not the wind so much anymore. There's not white caps or anything like that. It's just the big swells. I don't know if you can see them in the video or not. But about every 7 or 8 seconds we go over another one. It's the last full day of the cruise, and I'm going to try to catch a little bit of sun. We haven't had a lot of sunny days on this trip because of the storm and hurricane coming across that we had to dodge around and all of that kind of stuff, and really bouncy last couple of days. But smooth sailing the last day here, and kind of hit and miss sun, but I'll take it. I guess this afternoon be packing up, and then that'll be about it. Leave off the ship early tomorrow morning, about 7:15, or at least that's the plan anyway. Get over to Orlando Airport and then fly back to Atlanta. And the sun slips below the horizon for the last time on this trip. It's really been a great trip. A little bouncy at times, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Appreciate all of y'all coming along with me. See you next time.